Attention ladies and gentlemen, gamers, nerds, tech junkies, editors, graphic designers, streamers, YouTuber or not, my name's ProdiJay and today I'm making an official announcement to the start of my brand new gaming setup series called Setup Tour Showdown. And in this series, I'm going to be taking your setup submissions and review them in front of everyone on my channel and basically anyone that comes across the video. And the way this series will work, I'll be reviewing 5 submissions per episode, going over all the equipment and PC parts within each setup. And while doing this, I'll be providing my own opinion and feedback on how I think about the setup, and at the same time provide some tips and tricks on how you can better improve your setup. So if you're a person that doesn't plan to submit anything, you'll still be able to learn some good tips on how to better improve your gaming setup. And yes, I'm probably going to be saying the word setup multiple times in the video, so at the end of the video, comment down below how many times I said the word setup. But with that out of the way, there are some guidelines that you guys must follow in order to submit your setup, and this is going to be pretty much similar to how TechSource receives his submissions for his Setup Wars series. Now for photos, I'm going to need about 10 to 15 pictures of your setup in multiple different shots, and they all gotta vary from each other. So I'll be expecting shots at different angles, overhead shots, direct shots, shots of your gear, some shots of your PC, shots with and without your chair. The more shots you take, the better. Also, when taking pictures of your setup, make sure your monitor is turned on so it shows some type of wallpaper, because taking pictures of a black monitor is quite boring. Plus, if you have a cool wallpaper, that will give you bonus points on getting your setup featured faster. And to get a better idea of what type of photos I'm looking for, I will be leaving a link to TechSource's submission video, as he does a great job of describing the shots that are needed. Now guys, when it comes to taking these photos, they must be taken in landscape mode, not portrait mode. Don't be trying to take photos of your setup as if it was a school fight or as if you're trying to take a selfie, okay? And if any setups are shot in portrait mode, I'm sorry, but those submissions will be denied. And for more quick photo guidelines, make sure you take your photos with good lighting. Do not take photos of your chair blocking any cables, because that's just a lazy move to hide your cables, honestly. And also, make sure your photos are in the best quality possible. And finally, make sure you clean your damn room and setup, because I know a lot of people that have good equipment and stuff for their setups, but it all looks so bad because they got old cans of Monster on their desk, they got clothes everywhere on the ground, or they simply just got a ton of tissues. I mean, if you're gonna cry a lot, at least throw them away. But seriously guys, make sure your rooms are clean when taking these photos. And also, if you want to include a video clip of your setup that's 1 minute or more, you can do that as well, but this is just an optional thing that you can do. Now in order to send everything, go to the website WeTransfer.com and add all your photos. Once you do that, in the message box, give the following info about yourself: your name, your age, where you live, depending if you live in the States or if you live in another country. Then give a description of yourself. Tell me your occupation, your hobbies, your favorite games played, just anything you would want me to know about yourself, as I will be saying everything about you when I show off your setups. And then tell me the purpose of your setup, whether it's used for gaming, editing, college work, coding, or just anything in general, because not everyone has a setup just for gaming. And I forgot to mention, feel free to put in any social media that you want to put into the message, like your Twitter or your YouTube channel, as I will shout those out if you get featured in my series. Next, I'm going to need a list of all your equipment and gear in your setup, like your desk, chair, monitor, headphones, and etc. But to make this easier for you guys, I would just recommend going to kit.com, create a kit, and then add all your gear and equipment that you have. And once you finish making your kit, just copy and paste the link into the message box as so. And this would definitely make it easier for when I leave links to someone's equipment in one of my videos, as I do know that some people are probably going to be interested in getting some gear after watching this series. And then finally, list out all your PC specs and make sure to include if you overclock certain parts to different speeds. And also feel free to share what type of FPS you get in games with your PC build, as that would be pretty useful information for anyone looking to upgrade or build a new PC. And once you added everything, your photos, your personal description, your kit link with all your gear, and your PC parts, just send an email to pjsetups@gmail.com, click send, and you're basically done. Now some of you guys may be wondering on what's the best way to get featured quickly in this series, and honestly, it just matters how fast you submit and if it looks like your setup was made to the best of your ability. And that's pretty much straightforward, honestly, because I want you guys to send setups of all kind, whether it's a unique setup with some cool tech, maybe a super budget setup that was built for the best value, or even some type of expensive setup that you got from stealing your mom's credit card like my friend Moz. It really doesn't matter, as I just want to show off as many setups as possible. So if you guys can, if you got a setup, try and consider submitting it for the setup tour showdown. And if this series does well, I will start giving out prizes to the setup you guys vote for to be the best in each episode. But to wrap it up, I want to start this series because I got a lot of messages from people, including my Discord, link in the description, asking for people to start this series since my content is pretty much about gaming setups and it would be kind of cool to see what everyone has for a setup. But I personally want to make this series happen because the main 3 people that I've seen make a gaming setup review series is TechSource with Setup Wars, randomfrankp with Room Tour Project, and Swashin with Pimp My Setup, which I watch all their series for about a year or so and I love their content, but I just wish they weren't the only main 3 that made these type of videos. So that's why I want to start my own series of this and make it more available to everyone that wants to show off their setups. And guys, don't think that I'm trying to rip these guys off, as this series is definitely inspired by these guys, as I do love watching their videos and I want to make sure I give them credit where credit's due. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, drop a like and subscribe for more quality content like this, because I do love making setup type videos like this one. Also, if you guys can, share this video with your friends and others, as I definitely want this series to happen. Like, honestly, you don't need the best setup in the world to submit for this series, as I'm looking for all kinds of setups to be submitted. And if you guys don't have a gaming setup in general, share this video with your friend that has a setup, because they'll get the chance to show off their setup in this series and get a shout out for their social media if they include it in their submission. So if you guys want this series to happen, drop a like on the video, share the video with everyone you know, and submit your own setup by following the guidelines I've said in the video. And if you guys got any more questions on this series, just drop a comment down below or come join my Discord, which is in the description down below, and my pinned comment, which after this video I will be hanging out in my Discord talking to everyone. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to have notifications on so you won't miss any of my videos. My name's ProdiJay, and as always, stay classy.